Asset and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat and the Daily Sports Show. I'm your host Vern and welcome to the show this beautiful Saturday morning on this long Easter weekend. Check out the topics. There we go. We've got a bit of Formula 1, rugby, football, Eurobasket and of course the North American sports. Let's get those topics out of the way. There we go. And let's check out our host city today. For that I just have to get rid of the banner quickly as well so you can see it. Of course, the Formula 1 is this weekend in Jeddah. I thought you might as well just bring Jeddah. Looks amazing. Look at that. Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Looks absolutely fantastic. Let's get the next one in there. Bit of old school architecture as well there in Jeddah. Looks fantastic. Wow, check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't that look good? Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Let's get that bar back on. There you go. And so you know where Jeddah is on this beautiful planet of ours. There you go. At the Red Sea. On the east coast of Saudi Arabia there. On the Arabian Peninsula. Jeddah. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. So let's get straight into it. Listen here, guys. It's a bit controversial this weekend. All the ladies shouting Vic, Vic, Vic. And you know, everybody's like, Vern, how are you feeling, man? And I'm saying, I'm okay. You know, the world gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And I must say, Vic, you know, he is my... There he is, Big Vic. He's my prime horse in the stable. Vern has just officially become a pimp. There he is, Big Vern. Big Vern's out there, babies. So, if you want to rent Vic, he's good for weddings, birthdays, hen nights, christenings, bar mitzvahs. The boy's rentable. I'm his pimp. So get that boy out of there. Anybody wants to rent out a bit of Vic, just let me know on vicandvernsportschat@gmail.com and I'll send him over. He does everything. The boy's amazing. He does Ramadan. He cooks in the evening as well. The boy's multi-talented. That is Big Vic. My big horse in my pimp stable. Yes, he's the number one horse. But there's only one place we can start, and that is the Formula 1. Jeddah! Yes, that's the track over there. Qualifying starts this evening for the Jeddah Grand Prix. There, it's going to be an interesting one. Can somebody stop the dominance of the McLarens this season? I hope so. But hey, guys, check out Jeddah. There you go. Formula 1 is gone and it's out of here. Then, of course, it was Super Rugby. Super Rugby. Yesterday we had the Crusaders against the Blues, 25-22 for the Crusaders. This morning, Vic had the Drua against the Waratahs at 4 o'clock this morning. The Drua from Fiji won that one, 28-14, so must win there for the Drua, and they did deliver. Now, at the moment now, if the ladies want to, that's probably why there's no ladies in the chat, because they're all watching Vic there for Moana Pacifica against the Brums, which is live now. So, watch the show, the morning show, the daily show, finish with me, and then pop over to the rugby to watch Vic there on the show. Later on, we have the Chiefs, Highlanders, and the Force against the Hurricanes. But let's check that one out quickly. Like I said, Moana Pacifica, the Brumbies, that is right now. Check that on the channel. Then we have later on the Chiefs against the Highlanders. And of course, we have the Force against the Hurricanes there at the end as well. That's Super Rugby out of here. I'm just going to have a drink of the white stuff. Come on the Brumbies, Lawrence. Yes. Then, of course, we do have URC fixtures this weekend. There we go. Man, did we have that was a tough game yesterday. Edinburgh against the Sharks. It wasn't a good game to watch. Was exciting there at the end because the Sharks just pipped it in the last second. But that Sharks team, 14 Springboks, and still couldn't get it done decently. I don't know what's going on with those Sharks, but never mind. They did win. That's the most important. Later on today, Lions Benetton, Stormers Connaught, Ospreys Cardiff, Munster Bulls, Dragons against the Scarlet, Leinster against Ulster, and Sabre against Glasgow. But then check out our live games today. We will have the Lions against Benetton on this channel. So be there at 1:30 this afternoon. And then we have the Stormers, the mighty Stormers against Connaught. That will be at 4. And at 6, it's the Bulls against Munster against the Bulls. up there in Ireland as well. Hey, that is the URC, and it's out of here. Let's get straight. Today there is still some Premier League football going on. There we go. For Premiership today, we have Brentford against Brighton, Palace, Bournemouth, Everton, Man City, West Ham, Southampton. That's going to be a cracker. Aston Villa, Newcastle should be a good game there. And of course, tomorrow we have Fulham, Chelsea, Ipswich, Arsenal, Man United, Wolves, which will be live on this channel as well. And Leicester, Liverpool. And on Monday, it's Spurs against Forest. Let's get the Premier League out of here. And then we had some international football, just a couple of games yesterday. Espanyol in the Primera Division beat Getafe 1-0 and Stade Rennais beat Nantes 2-1 in Ligue 1. That's out of here. Then, we're running through this. I want to get into the chat there. We'll see what Vic's up to. Never mind. Let's go. We had a bit of Eurobasket yesterday, the last of the qualification games. The play-ins, Real Madrid beat Bayern Munich. That means Real Madrid is into the playoffs. Let's check that out quickly. That is the basketball EuroLeague playoffs. It's a best-of-5 series. Fenerbahce Istanbul against Paris Basket. That all starts next week. Also some games on this channel. We have Panathinaikos Athens against Anadolu Efes Istanbul. We have Monaco against Barcelona. We have Olympiacos Piraeus against Real Madrid. Best-of-5 series to see who goes into the Final Four in Abu Dhabi. That's Eurobasket, and it's gone. Then we're going to get into our big section of the show, the American sports. I just want to check out the chat quick. She was in. Lawrence is in. Rose Garden. Roddy. Big Bed. Hugo, I'm the boss. Vic knows. Duffy. Dion Fontel. Hunty. Jack. Boba Rhymes. Ranish. Anton and Ito Abe, and I think it was Shinazuka still there. I don't see his name in it, but I think he was still in there as well. Let's get straight into the NHL. That is the playoffs in the NHL, ladies and gentlemen, in the Stanley Cup. Let's go quickly through it. Western Conference, we have the Jets against the Blues. That all starts off tonight. Stars against the Avalanche. The Golden Knights will play against the Minnesota Wild. The Kings will have against the Oilers. And in the Eastern Conference, the Maple Leafs against the Senators. The Lightning against the Panthers. The Washington Capitals against the Montreal Canadiens, and the Hurricanes against the New Jersey Devils. That is the NHL playoffs. That's going to be epic. And it's out of here. NBA. There were some games last night for the play-ins. That means the Heat. The Heat beat the Hawks 123-114. Tyler Hero there with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. For the Heat, Vic's Heat's gone through, so you'll be happy about that one. And then the Mavericks losing out to the Grizzlies, 106-120. Although Anthony Davis had 40 points and 9 rebounds, it just wasn't enough to see the Mavericks through. So the Mavericks are out. The Hawks are out. And this is how the playoffs look. In the Western Conference, we have the Thunder against the Grizzlies. We have the Nuggets against the Clippers, the Lakers against the Timberwolves, and the Rockets against the Warriors. In the Eastern Conference, it's the Cavaliers against Vic's Heat, the Pacers against the Bucks, the Knicks against the Pistons, and the Celtics against the Magic. And that's the NBA playoff bracket. That all starts, I think, in a couple of days' time. And it's out of here. And then our last segment of the day, it is Major League Baseball. I'll just get those ones up for you quickly. There you go. Major League Baseball. Let's run quickly through the scores. What a game that must have been. The Arizona Diamondbacks against the Chicago Cubs, 11-13. That was a fantastic game to go watch. Then we have the Cleveland Guardians against the Pittsburgh Pirates, 10-7. The Kansas City Royals against the Detroit Tigers, 3-7. The Marlins lose to the Phillies, 2-7. The Reds beat the Orioles, 8-3. The Yankees beat the Rays, 1-0. What the hell was that again? The Blue Jays of Toronto beat the Mariners 3-1. The Red Sox beat the White Sox 10-3. The Cardinals lose to the Mets 5-4. The Braves beat the Twins 6-4. The Dodgers beat the Rangers 3-0. The Athletics lose to the Brewers 5-3. The San Diego Padres lose to the Houston Astros 6-4. And the San Francisco Giants lose to the California Angels 2-0. The Nationals and the Rockies game was postponed. So let's get that one out here. And that's it. Guys, that is actually the show already this morning. So, switch over to watch Vic there, Moana Pacifica. I'm going to do that immediately after the show. And everybody out there, hey, have a good weekend. And don't forget to join us for the rugby. Another 5 games after the Moana one this afternoon. And of course, join me for the football tomorrow. Man United against Wolverhampton. And of course, the morning show at 7 o'clock. So everybody out there, take care. And don't forget. The boys rentable. Birthdays, bar mitzvahs, weddings, birthdays, hen hides. The pimp has got your back. Never forget that. The pimp has got your back. Everybody out there, hey, have a good one.